If I could go back and redo freshman year, here's what I would do differently.
How to look like a dork 101.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Selena, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about all of the mistakes I made in my freshman year of high school, so you know what not to do when you start high school. So, welcome to the third and final video of my series Before the Bell. If you've been watching since the first video of the series, thank you. If you haven't watched the two previous videos, definitely go check them out because they have some good pieces of advice in there. In today's video, I'm just going to be talking about what nobody tells you coming into freshman year. I hope you guys enjoy this video and you can use this as a survival guide to a successful first year of high school. And if anyone's watching that has some pieces of advice that I've already experienced freshman year or high school in general, make sure to leave some advice down below. I want to start off by checking in on our goals we made in the last two episodes. If you haven't made a goal, maybe make one now and rewatch this video in a week. I don't know. But it's been 2 weeks since we first set out our goal of whatever it was. Mine was journaling every day. And I want to know how your guys' goal has led up. I think mine has gone pretty well. I definitely have seen a big shift in my perspective of everything because my journal is like a gratitude journal, so I'll start every day with gratitude, and that's amazing. I hope your guys' goal has helped you in your journey to bettering yourself before the bell. So let's just get into the video. Today I'm gonna split up this entire advice video in 3 sections. Shoot, I only did 2. I'm gonna do 2 sections, but this video isn't as well organized. If you guys can't tell, I'm a little sick, but it's gonna be okay. This video is going to be a little off. We're only gonna have 2 sections, and some of it might not apply very well, so bear with me, please. Guys, my cousin's calling me. I haven't heard from her in ages. What up?
Where are you going?
I'm filming a YouTube video right now.
And what is it?
It's like,
How to look like a dork 101?
can I keep this in the video?
Okay, go ahead. Just so your followers know that I'm the funniest of the family.
No, you're probably just gonna get canceled.
Oh, sure.
A few moments later.
Sorry for that pause, guys. My cousin called me. Shout out to her, but she wanted me to stay on call as I filmed the video. We are now going to start the video. I split this video up into 2 sections, academic and social. Those are mostly the 2 sections of advice that I have to give. So let's get started. For academic advice, high school is when grades actually start to matter, and it is a little scary, but definitely maintain your GPA, maintain above a 3.5, I think is the minimum, not the minimum. You know what, I'd say just shoot for the 4.0. If you guys saw, I was eligible for my 4.0 ceremony, so I mean, that's a great goal to have if you want to start setting goals for freshman year. Grades do obviously matter, but they don't define you. Don't take them so seriously. Obviously have some fun in your life. At the beginning of the year, I feel like it's good to try to find a feel of how you learn best. If you learn better by having hands-on learning, more interactive, or just by listening, I don't know. It just find out what works best for you. Or you can tell the teacher, because I feel like the teachers always do a survey.
What do I need to know to make your year successful?
Sometimes good teachers will do that if you don't have a good teacher. I don't know. Also, for teachers, make friends with them. Be friends. They're your number one. It's school, obviously. They're your number one hotspot, fountain of knowledge. If you're besties with them, they might be more lenient when they're grading a test or something. Also, in the future, when you're applying for college, you can ask them for letters of recommendation, those. Every teacher is different. Has how they teach, how they grade, how they act in a class. It's all different. I definitely think it's a good idea to find out how teachers grade and what they look for in assignments, because if you don't know what they're looking for and you do a completely different thing on the assignment, how are you gonna maintain that GPA, girl? Again, speaking of teachers are human too. I feel like a lot of people have forgotten how to respect, first of all, people older than you. I feel like you should respect automatically. And teachers, obviously, they do a lot. They're very hardworking. They have Teacher Appreciation Week for a reason, so respect them. I don't know about your guys' school, but my school has this thing. It's called Bear Down Day, where students come in and they tour the school. It's mostly for new students that are coming in. So they tour the school, they see where their classes are, so they're not lost on the first day. I definitely think if your school has that, or if you have the opportunity, go in and tour your school. It can help you a lot on the first day, and you don't look like a deer in headlights trying to look for your first period. And if anything, if you don't know where your class is, just ask someone around you. I'm sure they're willing to help. A big major piece of advice that I've received is if a teacher keeps saying something over and over and over, and over again. Like, they're really drilling that into your head. Then, I mean, that's probably important, right? You definitely should study that. Or maybe just ask the teacher what the test is about, to be honest. Like last year in bio, me and my friends would always go in after school and we'd always be like, hey, so what's the test about? My teacher, the best, he wouldn't give us the questions of the test, but he would tell us the topics and what we need to study so we don't waste our time, because time management is also a big thing. Don't get behind on homework too. Homework, it can get overwhelming. If you get the homework assigned, you should do it right away. Maybe even like as the teacher assigned it, so it doesn't pile up into a bigger pile of homework and you just have to procrastinate the entire weekend and you just ruined your weekend. Like, there's no point. That could be also a goal if you want to set any. No procrastination for the year. If you are behind in class and you just can't get ahead, there's always extra credit. You can always ask your teacher for opportunities. Your teacher might not explicitly say that there is extra credit, but you could ask them like, oh, is there anything I could do that could raise my grade up, because you don't want to put your GPA at risk, you know? I think that's great. Funny story, actually. It wasn't last year, but a couple years ago, my teacher had this extra credit opportunity. It was basically we had to write a rap about capitalism and communism, and if you performed it in class, you would get extra credit. And I definitely did. I remember performing it. I don't have the exact rap, but it was a good memory and I got extra credit. So, you know, sometimes it's a win-win. And our last piece of advice for academic stuff, some more academic stuff might pop up later, but I've mentioned in literally every video, stay organized. This can make or break your year. If you stay organized, that's the first step of being mentally in high school. Again, it's very overwhelming at first because you might be transitioning from a chill kind of thing, because grades didn't matter in middle school. You didn't like really care, but now we're going into high school. It does matter, guys. Stay organized. That will just set you up for success, honestly. Enough with the boring stuff. Let's get into social. My social life definitely was better in first semester than it was second semester, because I think second semester I just really locked in, which is great. Get that A. But first semester there was a lot of more functions to go to, and personally I just never went to the second semester functions. Let's just rewind. First day of school. Make new friends. Or maybe even before that. Freshman orientation, or if you're just new to the school, they will have a day where you can come in. An upperclassman will show you around classes, and you'll get to meet a lot of new people, which is super cool too. I literally remember the first day I was getting ready for the first day of school last year, and I was like, oh yeah, my school has freshman orientation, but I didn't need to go because a lot of my middle school friends are going to the same high school, so I don't need to go because I already have a good set of friends. I definitely think it was number one mistake I made. Go to the freshman orientation, guys. Make new friends, because you're not going to be friends with the same friends that you did in middle school. Like, you're going to meet new people, they're going to meet new people, you're going to branch out. But if you didn't go to freshman orientation and you have the social anxiety that I do, and literally oppositeness of a social butterfly, I did not make friends. Okay, that sounds bad. I did make new friends, but a lot of them were formed with a connection from someone I already knew, or I already knew them. So I was like a little turtle in my shell. I didn't want to come out. Hopefully this year I can make new friends. You can't rely on the middle school relationships that you had or friendships you had. Just go to the freshman orientation, girl. I'm yapping on and on about my mistake, and that's how grave of a mistake it was. There's a lot of ways to make friends. You can always make conversation. If they're doing something and you're like, hey, you know, hype them up. Make them feel good about themselves. Give them a compliment. That's the best way to start conversations. There's also a lot of other conversation starters. If you look up conversation starters on Pinterest, and they're like really funny. I mentioned it in the last video, but asking for a pencil, that's also a good conversation starter, because you're in school, you might not have a pencil. I personally don't have the confidence to go up to someone and ask them what their deepest, darkest secret is as the first thing I've ever said to them. So I would stick with a compliment, something that you can see on their body, like a piece of clothing or jewelry, or go in and ask for a pencil, or ask about their classes, like, oh, do you like this class that we're in right now, blah blah blah, what class do you have after this, what lunch do you have. There's a lot of conversation starters that, and again, give out compliments like it's raining money, like you're a millionaire and you have a bajillion compliments that you can give out. There's no limit. That's the best way to make a friend. I've done a lot of compliments last year, but they're so nice and it just really makes my day. And you can be that person too. Be kind. That's a very big piece of advice. Be kind. If your school doesn't prioritize, it doesn't encourage kindness and no bullying, first of all, I feel like you should get out of that school. Second of all, start kindness. I feel like you guys should be prioritizing kindness over everything. School is a social hall, basically. I feel like if you're not nice to someone, you could really just ruin their day. I'm sure everyone has their own thing going on in their lives, but being nice, I literally guys, I have so many pins saved on this.
A few moments later.
Ugh, I wish I could share these like inspirational quotes with you guys, but I cannot find them. So I'm just gonna try and make up one right now. I can't. So be someone that makes a person feel like someone. Obviously I didn't make that one up. I feel like I've seen that one somewhere in my chemistry class staring at me as I'm staring at the wall. Person might be having a bad day, and if you give them a compliment, that their day might just change, or that could live with them for the rest of their life. Think about that. That could have changed their lives, and you were the person that did it. Some rando, or maybe you know them, you know. Going with the same vibe as being kind, include everyone. I feel like it doesn't have to be forever. In a group activity, let's say you're in class, the teacher said group up with people, and you see someone that doesn't have a partner, like partner up with them. Include everyone, make them feel seen. Also, in just friend groups in general, include everyone. Sometimes there are friendships that are already established, right? They might neglect the new friendships, others around them. That's a very big, well, it's not a mistake I made, but a mistake other people make that make people feel very, very small. And that's not a thing you want to embody. That's the word. Embody. Embody is the word I was talking about earlier, where you like kindness. If you don't embody kindness in your school, get out. Okay. For friends, I believe in quality over quantity. It's a very big motto to go by. And even though I did say branch out, make new friends, the quality of your friends is a very big game changer. You might not have a million friends, but there are friends that are worth millions. If you are the people you surround yourself with, it's like you are what you eat. You are who you surround yourself with, because if you're surrounding yourself with people that always look down on others, they disrespect teachers, you'll start acting like them. And you're like, oh my gosh, what if I be like them? You're gonna be like them. A thing to incorporate into freshman year is observing and not absorbing. Ooh, that's good. It's like being a sponge. You don't want to absorb like a sponge. You just observe, because there's going to be a lot of things going around that you will think are very weird, and you're going to be really grateful that you didn't surround yourself with those kind of things. I remember hearing about things that I was like, wow, thank gosh I'm not in that kind of circle, because you are who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with bubbly, cheery, amazing people, you're going to be a bubbly, amazing, cheery person. We're going to do a quick switch up into the dating scheme. You can take advice from me, you don't need to, because I did not do it in my freshman year of high school. Boys are stupid. Boys, they have a slower maturity. If you are gonna date someone, don't date just to date. Have a real connection with them. And if you really want to explore more into the future, do that. That's the end of this dating clip. Moving on, go to school functions. A way to make friends is to go to school functions. Go to the football games, go to the dances. There's other sports too, obviously. But last year I only went to football games, and those were super fun. A good way to go out with your friends. You might not understand football like me. Actually, I've gotten better at it, guys. I do know touchdowns. That's it. And then Hoko is such a fun way to dress up with your girls and just go to a little dance. It might suck because homecoming was kind of boring last year, maybe because I didn't have a date. But boys are stupid. This one is a little bit paradox. Both things go against the point, kind of. So point one is to live in the moment, because freshman year kind of went by really fast, but also really slow, because maybe I lived in the moment, but I don't know. I think living in the moment, that's what I'm trying to embody also this year, but also like capturing the memories. This is the opposite of it, capturing the moment. You think like, oh, live in the moment, but then you're also taking a picture, right? They kind of have to balance each other out. But if you're the camera friend, oh my god, big shout out to you, because you might want to live in the moment, but you're kind of forced to be the camera friend and take all the pictures, so later after the function everyone's like, where are the pictures? And you have all the pictures. And I'm talking about the Catalina trip, guys. Why was I literally wasn't in any photos. If you're the camera friend, recruit another friend to be a camera friend, so you aren't the only camera friend and you're not alone, because being the only pic camera friend is sad when you're looking at all the photos and you're not in any of them. Alright, we're kind of coming to an end. Another way to branch out and be more involved in your school is joining sports and clubs. They are a great way to make friends, stay fit, be involved in your school. A good thing to put on your college application. There's so many benefits of sports and clubs. Don't start any drama. I wasn't in any drama last year, but I know a lot of people that were, and it gets pretty messy and it takes a toll on people's mental health, and I don't recommend it to anyone. Don't get yourself involved. Don't start it. It doesn't really matter that much. Sometimes you're gonna look back and think that was so stupid, because sometimes it is. Alright. Making friends can be a little hard because you don't know who your people are. Be yourself. What is meant for you will find you. Don't act like other people. Just try to fit in. Obviously, I feel like we've had so many conversations about this. Your people will find you. Don't put a mask up for anyone else. This kind of goes back with you are who you surround yourself with. Don't associate yourself with troublemakers. That will only get you involved in the situation that you might not be involved in at all. If you're involved with the troublemakers, you're gonna get called up to the office even though you might have not done anything. And my last piece of advice is to participate in school spirit. If you've been on my channel for long enough, you've seen all my Spirit Week videos. They are not 100% school spirit. I haven't gone full out and done a Lorax costume yet, but participating in school spirit will get you 1, creative points, 2, maybe extra credit, and 3, it kind of forms a sense of community. Everyone around you is also doing school spirit. It's fun, adds a little whimsy. All right, so that was a very long advice video. I feel like I was yapping a lot, giving my personal anecdotes. I do hope this video was helpful in any way. I hope you guys can apply this advice to freshman year. I wish you guys good luck. I know you guys are gonna do amazing. If you ever need to come back to these videos and watch the advice, just watch my channel as a comfort channel. I feel like that'd be great. I am going into sophomore year next year, guys. I am a little nervous. I will be more nervous on the first day of school, though. I hope it's gonna be a good year. I'm excited to just see what happens, to be honest. We're gonna go with the flow. So thank you for sticking around till the end of this video. If you watched till this far, comment down the pencil emoji, and I will see you guys next week.